And we are back, joined by Rob Massoudi, who is the SVP of Digital Transformation over at ABB. So, start out, Rob, can you explain in layman's terms what is digital transformation?
Hi, Sarah. It's great to be here. Digital transformation is bringing computer science, software science, technology into, well, in the context of our industry, into the industrial world. And it's about leverage of those technologies to create new business value. And it's about transformation of the business and the business models. So it's about how do you apply the technology, what kind of business value are you creating as a result of those technologies, and ultimately how do you capture that business value that you're creating.
And so can you help explain the intersection with this digital transformation and energy?
Absolutely. So if we look at all of the technologies that are now emerging from the consumer market into the industrial world, sensoring and virtual reality, cloud, most importantly, advanced analytics, machine learning, bringing those technologies to look at how these systems operate and driving efficiency, sustainability, safety, security of these systems is really where the opportunity is. So you can sensor, you can collect the information, you can look at it, you can optimize the systems, and you can optimize the usage and adjust that dynamically, be able to look at the assets and extend the life of the assets and so on and so forth. So that's what it's really all about.
So this reminds me of when they started thinking about data center efficiency, and there was this big sort of debate about who was responsible, right? Was it the energy guys or was it the techie guys? And so this, I think immediately, this must require a lot of buy-in from the chief information officer, from the IT teams at the organizations that are trying to do this. How do you win them over? How do you influence them and get them involved in the conversation?
It's, it starts and stops with the value that you can create as a result of this. And often, there are key KPIs or performance indicators that the companies operate on. So it could be sustainability, it could be driving costs down, it could be increasing the efficiency or the lifespan of the assets or the systems, and that's the conversation started. That's how we get in and begin to explain how these technologies could effectively impact those levers.
Is that at a manager level, though, or is this happening in the boardrooms?
This is definitely a higher level. This is more of a CXO discussion,
okay.
And it's more of an enterprise discussion as well. So, at the individual asset level, you're talking to the managers, but when you're talking about enterprise systems and the broader enterprise applications, it's definitely higher up. More chief information officer, chief operations officer,
Got it.
in a lot of cases, the CEOs.
Got it.
Yeah.
One last question. So there's so many different options out there for how to be able to update digitally for an organization, and it seems like it could just be confusing. What is a strategy an organization can be thinking about when looking at this giant landscape?
That's a great question. It is. It's because there's a lot of, when you're looking inside the organization, there are a lot of silos, and there are a lot of applications running in silos. So at the end of the day, digitalization is about connecting all of these, sensoring all of these assets or processes, and then aggregating that at a higher level, integrating and aggregating that at a higher level, and being able to look at it from a system level. So it's really about a strategy. How do you move from where you are today to connect all of these things, to collect the data information, bring it in, aggregate it at a higher level in applications that then create the value for you. So that's the strategy is that. And nowadays, of course, with the advent of cloud, the cost efficiency, the scaling capability, those things, that's a big part of the strategy too. Yeah.
Sounds like an exciting and emerging field. So thank you for the work you do, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Heather.
And we are going to see one more commercial and then come back to an interview.